All right, so we got a tractor here. The rear wheels, rims, and tires are stuck onto the axle. We're stuck onto the axle, so this is just a regular hub that fits onto a solid axle, and it's held in with a Woodruff key. And it's common for these older tractors to be to have the axle or the wheel stuck onto the axle. They rust onto there and they basically seize on. A lot of people try to beat them, with a hammer from the inside, going that way from the back of the tire. And what happens is you'll pull the whole axle right out of the transaxle. They're held in with a small key inside the transaxle, and they'll just hammer right out. The reason I know that is because I already did that on a different tractor, right? I banged on it, broke the axle right out. I tried then trying to cut off this rim with a Sawzall to no avail. I used a gear puller at one point. You see videos of guys just pulling these things off with, an 8-inch gear puller. What ends up happening is you just end up bending the rim, and the whole thing ends up being junk. It's a pain in the butt. I've had a lot of these tractors with sealed or stuck on wheels, and it's always been a really, really big pain to try to get them off. So I've tried everything, pulling with gear pullers, cutting them off. They end up breaking. So what I found out is that, oh hey little buddy, I found out that I went and saw someone on Craigslist selling an air hammer. Got it for $10. Thing's pretty sweet. It's got a small point on it there. So what I did is, right in the center of that axle, I just drilled a small pilot hole for this tool to go into, to kind of locate the tool, because you'll see it rattles quite a bit. So you can drill a little pilot hole. Of course, you're going to need an air hammer. I'm running just a small compressor over here, nothing too much. So what I do is I put a little back pressure on the tire, right, and I pull it towards my direction, and then I'm going to hit it with the air hammer. So I'll show you guys that right now. So, got our tool, got the key off, and I'm just gonna pull back on the tire and hit it. Oh. You can already see it coming off. Zoom into it there. Throw a little bait in there because it's getting kind of low. All right, there it is. Popped right off, and you can see, look at that, that was completely solid, rusted onto there. So you'll just sand that thing down. Put some anti-seize or never seize on there, and do what you got to do. Hope that helps.